Team of the week number 3 is dropping on Wednesday, and in this video today we are going to take a look at who could be featuring in that in-form squad. If you need some coins to improve your ultimate team, look no further than IG Vault for the cheapest coins on the market, and if you use the code Kieran at checkout, you'll get yourself a nice little discount off your order. Now, straight up, it's not looking like a good team of the week. EA are going to have to be a little bit lenient with some of their selections if we are to get a semi-decent team of the week, because there just aren't too many standout candidates, and you'll see when we get into my picks that I have been also pretty generous with some of my inclusions. Nonetheless, in the comment section down below, love to hear from you guys. Let me know which players you think will get an inform this Wednesday. Right then, let's get into things, and we'll begin with one of the goalkeepers. I won't lie, this video is going to be a bit all over the place in terms of player positions, but I'll fix that for next week. Anyway, we are going to start by talking about Kevin Trapp. This one seems to be a fairly obvious pick. He made 10 saves in his side's 2-1 win against Bayern Munich. Very, very good win for Eintracht Frankfurt, and a very big performance from the goalkeeper. Double-digit saves against a very good Bayern Munich side. Pretty impressive, and he is literally hard to ignore with that performance. So I'd be very surprised if we don't see him in this week. He might not be the starting goalkeeper, but he definitely should be either in the starting 11 or at minimum on the bench. It's time to talk about some defenders, and we start with Leeds United defender Llorente, who came back into the side in the past week, got himself a goal, helped his side keep a clean sheet, and that is that. Very, very simple, but could actually be quite a nice, cheapish in-form centre-back for FIFA. Obviously, Premier League and Spanish, good for hybrids, and as I say, could be quite a nice, cheapish in-form for FIFA. We then come on to the Brazilian Giroto, who got himself a goal in a 2-0 win for his side as well. The goal isn't actually the reason that I'm including him, but that definitely does help. He just got very good match ratings across the board, helped his side keep a clean sheet in that win, and that's the reason for including him. There is an alternate though from this same game. Lafont also had a very good game between the sticks, so he is an alternate option from that very same match. Another defender that's definitely worth a mention is this Belgian centre-back. Now, with him being a silver originally, I'm a bit unsure whether EA will include him, but it's just another player that's very hard to ignore. From centre-back, a goal, an assist, and a clean sheet in a very big 3-0 win against Lazio. So, yeah, as I say, pretty hard player to ignore, but with him being silver, I'm unsure whether EA will go for it. If this guy was a gold, I think he would be guaranteed a spot, but as I say, with him being silver, I'm not as confident. But yeah, hopefully this one happens just for the sake of he deserves it. Let's now talk about some midfielders. There might be one or two more defenders later on in the video, but for now, let's move on. Let's talk about Iniesta, who got 2 goals and a assist in a very big 5-1 win for his side. So that should be more than enough to see the Spaniard get in this week. And yeah, if you ignore the pace, it's actually a really, really solid looking card, but I think that pace is just going to hurt him way too much in this year's game. I know pace doesn't seem as important as some other stats this year, but still I don't see people getting too much use out of him. But nonetheless, I'd still be happy to see an inform Iniesta in Ultimate Team. I'm sure he'll get some form of flashback or maybe end of era card at some point in this FIFA. We then move on to White, who got himself a hat-trick in a 3-0 win, and I'm just going to pre-warn you, there's a lot of hat-tricks in this video. It was really hard to leave some out as well. A lot of players got 3 goals or at least 3 or more goal contributions in the past week. Following on from him is Fassnacht, who got himself a hat-trick in a 6-0 win. So he's another one who was pretty hard to leave out. And yeah, could be an okay card, I guess. Nothing too crazy, probably discard, but I'm sure some fans of his team will be happy to see that. And then we come on to the Cologne CDM, who got himself 2 goals in a 3-1 win. Not quite a hat-trick, but 2 goals from a defensive role could certainly be enough this week to see him pick up a special item. Okay, we're going to talk about Anderson Talisca next, and I've got a bit of a theory behind this one, and it's a bit out there, and it could definitely be completely wrong, and it likely definitely is. But this card obviously came out yesterday. Talisca played on the 30th, and he got 2 goals in that game. I'm kind of thinking that EA maybe, made the SBC a little bit more expensive than it should have been, just because maybe there's a chance they're going to include him in Team of the Week. So, yeah, bit of a, tinfoil hat theory there, but I'm going to go with it. I think we might see a Talisca this week, and because of that, obviously, his one to watch could be upgraded this week, which obviously would be very, very nice. I just think an 84 rated squad for his base card is a bit too much, so I'm kind of thinking EA bumped it up knowing he's going to get an inform, and maybe I'm wrong in that, maybe I'm just you know, right, who knows? We'll see on Wednesday, I guess. Bit of an out there theory, but I'm going with it. Over in the La Liga, Danjuma got himself 2 goals in a 2-0 win against Real Betis. This one seems a bit of an easy pick, so we're going to throw him in. Could actually be a fairly nice cheap inform if he gets some semi-decent boosts, so hopefully that happens. And if he was, you know, the featured Team of the Week player as well, that would be pretty insane as well. He could actually have a really, really good card. We follow on from him with Laborde. This one, another one that seems a pretty obvious pick. Stade Rennais pulled off a pretty good result, 2-0 win against PSG, in which they were, you know, pretty heavy underdogs, a goal and a assist for him. He seems like a very, very obvious pick. Would be very surprised to see him miss out. And then we continue with the League One theme with Golovin, who got himself a goal and a assist in a win for Monaco against Bordeaux. In this game, I believe he kind of played right mid, so it might be a right mid card. We'll have to wait and see. I've seen like conflicting reports on what position he played in, so we'll have to see with that one. Nonetheless, if it's a centre mid card, it's actually a pretty good looking item, but if it's a right mid card, not as appealing. Another Ligue 1 option is Jonathan David, who scored twice in a 2-0 win against Marseille. He's also found the back of the net a few times this season, so yeah, I feel like he could be on his way to some pretty good items in FIFA 22 Ultimate Team as long as he keeps up this form, so that could be quite nice. We then come on to Sene, who got 2 goals and 2 assists in a 5-2 win, so a very nice result for him. And then we come on to another potential one to watch boost in the form of Locatelli of Juve. He got the only goal in a 1-0 win against Torino, which, if you didn't know already, Juve against Torino is a derby match, which definitely helps this guy's cause. Now, I won't lie, I'm really hoping this one happens because I got this guy as my one to watch player. Don't think it's, you know, super likely, but I do think there's a very good chance of this one happening with the match being a derby match. If this wasn't a derby match, I would probably look to ignore it, but since it was the only goal in that game, I'm going to go for it nonetheless. So we'll see what happens with that one. But as I say, not particularly confident in that pick, but I'm a bit hopeful. We now come on to Ceesay, who should be guaranteed an inform this week. He scored just, you know, the casual 4 goals this past few days, and on top of that, he also got a assist as well. So yeah, 5 goal involvements in a 6-2 win. He should be guaranteed an inform this week, and it will be very surprising to see him not included. We then come on to Atletico Madrid's Lamar, who got himself a goal and a assist in a 2-0 win against Barcelona. This is a bit of a pick'em, to be honest. I do expect Atletico to get an inform this week, and it probably will between Lamar and Suarez, both of which got a goal and a assist. So you do have, as I say, a bit of a 50-50 choice. I'm going for the Frenchman. If you would go for Suarez, let me know in the comment section down below. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to see Suarez because he could have been in the other week as well for 2 goals. So wouldn't be shocked, but I'm going to go for the Frenchman nonetheless. Anywho, we move on to Hwang Hee-chan, who found the back of the net twice in a 2-1 win for Wolves. So that could actually be another pretty good inform, which shouldn't be too expensive. Obviously, in previous years, he's had some pretty insane, well, last year particularly, he had a pretty OP card. This inform maybe will perform like that. We will obviously have to wait and see. And then we come on to Mkhitaryan, who potentially could have a really, really good inform if selected this week. His non-inform is actually very nice, so an inform variant would be pretty cool. Goal and a assist for him in a 2-0 win against Empoli. His match rating though wasn't the best, so it's not a pick that I'm very confident in, but I feel like EA might go for him just to juice up Team of the Week with someone with a decent rating. Talking of decent rating, we're going to talk now about Heung-min Son, who I'm going to say straight away is not a pick I have much confidence in. Any other week that has a lot of high rated cards, I wouldn't include Son. But this week I'm going to go for it because, as I said, there just isn't too many high rated options, and we all know EA do like pack sellers. Now, I don't want to take anything away from Son because he played very well in this game, but as I say, any other week probably wouldn't include him. He got himself 2 assists in a 2-1 win against Aston Villa. Now, that's 2 assists with an asterisk. One of the goals, well, in fact, officially, he only got 1 assist, but let me explain the situation. So for the Højbjerg goal, he made the pass, passed it to Højbjerg, he put it in the back of the net. For the other goal, Son ran down the left edge, took on a man, and put the ball across the box. Initially, it looked like it went in off Lucas Moura, but it was actually a Matt Target own goal. So because of that, he hasn't been credited with the second assist, but we all know that he set up both goals. So I'm going to include him on the back of that. He also got man of the match as well, which obviously will help his cause. So I am going to go for an informed Son this week, although not with a lot of confidence. But we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't worry, I didn't forget about his second goalkeeper option. We are going to go for Handanovic, who made 7 saves in a 2-1 win against Sassuolo. Also got a decent match rating as well from Gazzetta. He got himself a 7. Now, I'll say once again, this isn't a pick that I'm massively confident in, but with EA not having a lot of high-rated options this week, I feel like he might be thrown in. It's worth mentioning some other goalkeeper performances though. Unai Simon had a good game, 5 saves in a 1-0 win. Tim Krul, 5 saves in a 0-0 draw. Obviously, we've already spoken about Lafont, and Kevin Trapp is just a massive standout, so I feel like he's locked in. It's just a case of who is the secondary goalkeeper, and will they go for a higher rated one than Trapp or not. And ultimately, I'm going to go with Handanovic, but as I say, it's not a goalkeeper choice in which I've got a lot of confidence in. It's also worth mentioning Samba, who made 8 saves and kept a clean sheet in a 3-0 versus Birmingham, but with him being a silver, I didn't think his chances were too high. Anyway, we move on to Embolo, who got himself a goal and a assist in a 3-1 win against Wolfsburg. Bit of a toss-up here. There's Andre Silva, who also got a goal and an assist in the Bundesliga, so I had to have a bit of a pick between the two, and in the end I've gone for Embolo. And then we're going to end this week with talking about Ben Chilwell. I just feel like Chelsea are going to get an inform this week, and I think Timo Werner has a chance with a goal and man of the match. But just because there isn't too many high-rated defenders, I'm going to go with Ben Chilwell, who got himself a goal in this match. Also got decent match ratings as well, despite giving away a penalty, which is definitely something that could go against him. Another option from this game is Azpilicueta, who got himself an assist as well. So there are obviously other Chelsea options, but we are going for Ben Chilwell. So that's that. Those are my predictions for Team of the Week number 3. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who do you think I've missed out? Who would you have included instead? Let me know all that good stuff in the comments. If you could leave a like rating on the video, that'd be very much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.